This is for Sagittarius specifically, sun, moon, or rising. This is on TikTok, so please only take it if it resonates. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is emotional maturity, emotional groundedness, staying calm and centered, almost in the midst of chaos. Or anything that's kind of going on. Staying calm, centered, emotionally grounded. Interesting. It feels like... Okay, so we have Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This talks about equal energy exchange, balance. This can talk about equal give and take, reciprocity. The cards that came out were the King of Wands in the reverse, all in the reverse. Page of Cups and the Six of Wands, all in the reverse. It feels like a feeling of defeat, feeling of lack of self-confidence, not putting yourself out there. With all of these being in the reverse, it feels like a feeling of retreat. 101 on the timer. Almost like failure. With the Six of Wands in the reverse. It could be withholding like communication. Page of Cups here. Withholding. This feels like immaturity here, which is interesting. Because with the Page of Cups in the reverse, it feels like an immature, like emotionally immature viewpoint on things. But it's interesting that we had the King of Cups show up first after the pre-shuffle. And this can feel very... With the King of Wands in the reverse too, it feels kind of aggressive. Maybe like some passive aggressiveness with that Page of Cups in the reverse too. Maybe even some like jealousy and like envy with the Six of Wands in the reverse. Almost like showing off an ego too. Interesting. We have Justice card coming out in the upright and the Devil card. This is our shadow side tendencies. This is karma. Karma being balanced. However that may lay. Clearing out your karma too. 222 on the timer. Things coming back into balance. Trying to find balance again. Decisions. Duality. And the Devil card can represent like addictions, obsessions, again, that shadow side tendency. So it's almost like, oh, interesting. If all this is coming out in the reverse, it could be like showing that ego side of things. Really being in that ego. But trying to close that out. The World card at the bottom or behind the Devil card too. This is closure. Trying to not repeat cycles. We have the Five of Pentacles. This talks about feeling left out in the cold, abandoned, feeling lonely, a feeling of lack. It could be financial loss. But then we have the Six of Pentacles coming out on the bottom of the deck with the Fool card behind it again. And this is really trusting in the universe, taking that leap of faith. Really jumping all in. Tell me more about the Five of Pentacles. That's too many cards to take. And this is also, since the Magician wanted to come out and the Two of Cups could be related around a relationship or partnership of some sorts. I'm not taking all of those, but the Magician is like what you focus on will grow. So where are you actually manifesting from? Like you create your reality. And then we have the Five of, and you could be like, Queen of Cups, this is trying to connect back to that heart space. We have the Five of Wands and then the Knight of Cups. The Five of Wands can talk about internal conflicts. It can talk about minor struggles. And it can also talk about pettiness, like that passive aggressiveness that we were talking about in the beginning. But the Knight of Cups, this is taking action in love. So maybe it's like you're feeling at some sort of conflict, but to be able to move forward in that from an open heart space. It feels like heart space is closed off. We're in that ego. We're kind of, and it's almost like, I don't want to say that quite yet, but like I'm getting kind of like victim mentality here, and that's not to like trigger anyone or like call you out on it, but it's like almost, again, like you create your reality. And you could be going through like an ego death. Because literally we have the Devil card poking out back here, and then the Death card. And then the Ten of Swords. This feels like feeling of defeat. Feeling heavy, feeling like, again, we needing to close those cycles out. But that's, like, the Ten of Swords is also saying, like, you have closed those cycles out. You are closing them out. Three of Wands, Chariot card, the Hanged Man, and the Page of Wands. This is seeing things differently with the Hanged Man card here. And the King of Pentacles, it's regaining that stability within yourself. And the High Priestess, really trusting your intuition, opening that heart space back up. Going through this recovery period of whatever this is. But the Three of Wands is talking about expansion, planning your next moves. And the Chariot card is like the yes card of the deck. It's victories and success and movement forward. The Hanged Man is trying to see things differently. Trying to see other perspectives, seeing outside of the box. And the Page of Wands is new adventures. I'm hearing getting creative, having fun, going on a new journey, trying things differently. And it's like, if the way that you have been going about things has not been working out for you, how can you go about it differently? Choose different. Then we have the Star card and the King of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, it can feel like a long and like steady journey, okay? This is the only knight in the deck that is not, or the only horse that is not in, like, that is stationary. They're not moving. So it does feel like a longer journey. But this is the most stable, the most secure. It takes, good things take time type of energy, okay? And it talks about dedication, working on something, working on that growth slowly, steadily, and like sufficiently. Then we have the Star card. This is our hopes, our dreams, desires, our healing. Really keeping that hope alive in the mindset. The King of Swords. This is thinking logically, and you could be connected more with that, like, headspace, like the logical aspects, the analytical aspects of things. But this is really trying to keep that in a positive, hopeful mindset instead of like a despair, almost. I'm hearing like, woe is me, woe is me. But again, it's trying to shift that, especially like if we can catch our train of thought, to redirect it towards a more hopeful outlook. This is the card of renewal, too. Peace, serenity, moving back into that. Yeah, connecting back with the heart space. The Queen of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. This is Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This could be reconciliation with soulmate energy, past energy. This could be looking onto the past, reminiscing on the past resurfacing. You can also talk about your inner child as well. But really connecting to that inner childhood joy. And the Wheel of Fortune is fate, destiny, karma. Things changing in your favor. Again, we were talking about, like, if things haven't been working out the way that you've been doing them, change it up. And the Queen of Cups is connecting with that heart space, that unconditional love, that loving, that nurturing, caring, that empathetic side. And again, Six of Pentacles and the Fool card. So what you're giving to is going to give back to you. Internally, externally. What you're putting out is what you will receive. So where is your mindset? Where are you manifesting from? This is really like having like that ego check. Really looking at that ego. Where are you sitting at? You are the curator of your reality. You are the creator of it. I think that's it. I think that's all that I have for you today. I really hope that it resonated. If it did, interact with buttons. If it didn't, leave it for someone else. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please check out my website, tapaingadoestarot.com. I do free monthly giveaways each and every month. Please be aware of scammers. There's a ton of fake accounts. I'm never going to reach out to you and ask you for money. Scammers, that not me. Check me out over on the Tube and the Insta IG. Check me out over there. Yep. I know I have like 70 more days, but like still, who knows? Follow me over there. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. You've got this. You're moving forward. Again, you've been going through those karmic cycles. And it's kind of like, maybe like that's what's happening is you're waking up. You're waking up to the karmic cycles and the patterns, like the karmic patterns that you've been reliving in your life. You're waking up to that. I love you. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.